Hello student, today we are going to discuss industrial manufacture of hydrogen. The process is known as Bosch process. It involves the following step. So first of all, production of water gas. Now here superheated steam is passed over white hot coke. So carbon white hot coke that is at 1000 degrees Celsius and steam is passed over it. Production is water gas. What is water gas? This is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Next step, reduction of steam to hydrogen. So now this water gas, again steam is passed over this water gas. Steam is passed over this water gas. Now here the catalyst that is required is ferric oxide and promoter is chromium oxide. Let me tell you again what is promoter. That increases the efficiency of catalyst. So chromium oxide is act as promoter here, and the temperature that is needed for the process that is 450 degree Celsius. So temperature is 450 degree Celsius. And the products, what are the products? The products are carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Hydrogen gas is evolve. Now the next step is removal of carbon dioxide. Now how carbon dioxide is removed? Now it can be done by two processes, either by passing this mixture. What is the mixture? Carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Either by passing the mixture through potassium hydroxide or by dissolving the mixture in water. Now when you pass the mixture through potassium hydroxide is going to react with carbon dioxide. So potassium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide, we are going to get potassium carbonate plus water. So this will remain in the mixture, and hydrogen gas can be collected. The second step, by dissolving the mixture in water. Now when you dissolve the mixture in water, what happens? Carbon dioxide, as it is highly soluble in water, it is going to dissolve, leaving behind hydrogen that can be collected. So this is carbon dioxide plus water, we are going to get carbonic acid. Now the last step is a precautionary step, removal of carbon monoxide. Now from where do we get this carbon monoxide? If carbon monoxide is, some traces of carbon monoxide are still there, then the last step is that the mixture or the whatever be the mixture, whether it is carbon monoxide, hydrogen is certainly there, whatever is if carbon monoxide is also there, so the mixture is passed through aqueous cuprous chloride. Now this aqueous cuprous chloride is not going to make a new substance, it is just going to dissolve carbon monoxide in it, so it sets hydrogen free, and this hydrogen can be collected. So this is industrial manufacture of hydrogen gas. Thank you. Students, today we are going to discuss oxidation and reduction. So first of all, let me do what is oxidation. Now oxidation is addition of oxygen. So here magnesium plus oxygen is equal to magnesium oxide. Now magnesium is oxidized because oxygen is added to it. Oxidation is also removal of hydrogen. So this is ammonia that decomposes into nitrogen and hydrogen. So from ammonia, hydrogen is removed. So this is also oxidation. Now let us discuss reduction. So opposite to oxidation, we have addition of hydrogen. So this is sodium plus hydrogen is equal to sodium hydride. So hydrogen is added to sodium, that is why sodium is said to be reduced. The other thing is removal of oxygen. So removal of oxygen is also known as reduction. The best way to understand both oxidation and reduction, let me take example. This example. So what is the example? Copper oxide plus hydrogen is equal to copper plus water. So here copper oxide is changed into copper. So what happened? From copper oxide, oxygen is removed. Oxygen is removed. That means copper oxide undergo reduction. Copper oxide undergo reduction. So this hydrogen oxygen is added. So hydrogen changes into water. So hydrogen is oxidized. Hydrogen undergo oxidation. What is oxidation? Addition of oxygen. What is reduction? Removal of oxygen. So copper oxide undergo reduction and changes into copper. Hydrogen undergo oxidation and changes into water. Changes into hydrogen oxide. So let me understand now what are oxidizing agents and what are reducing agent. Oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Remember one thing, students. What is the oxidizing agent? That helps in oxidation. And what is the reducing agent? That helps in reduction. So normally, just to remember, the substance, the compound that undergo reduction is a good oxidizing agent because it helps in oxidation. For example, look at here, copper oxide. It provides oxygen to hydrogen. So that means it helps in oxidation of hydrogen. How? By reducing itself. So this one is copper oxide. What is copper oxide? It is a oxidizing agent. It's a oxidizing agent as it provides oxygen to hydrogen. What hydrogen does? Here hydrogen is doing what? It is reducing copper oxide. It helps in reducing copper oxide. So it reduces copper oxide to copper. So hydrogen is a good reducing agent. So what are reducing agent? That themselves undergo oxidation by reducing other. So a reducing agent help in reduction and an oxidizing agent help in oxidation. The ones which undergo oxidation, they are good reducing agent, and the ones they undergo reduction, they are good oxidizing agent. Let me one more example. So we have zinc plus copper sulfate is equal to zinc sulfate plus copper. So we are now, what happened here? Addition of oxygen. Oxygen is electronegative radical. So oxidation is addition of electronegative radical. Removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen is electropositive. So oxidation is removal of electropositive radical. Opposite to it, addition of hydrogen. So addition of electropositive radical, removal of oxygen. So removal of electronegative radical. So let me understand now this. What happened to zinc? Zinc undergo oxidation with the addition of electronegative radical. So zinc undergo oxidation. What happened to copper sulfate? Copper sulfate changes to copper. So removal of electronegative radical. This undergo reduction. I already told you the ones which undergo reduction, they are oxidizing agent as they help in oxidation of zinc, and the one which undergo oxidation, they are reducing agent. So in a reaction, when oxidation and reduction go side by side, we call this reaction redox. Redox reaction. We call this reaction redox reaction. So that's all from oxidation and reduction. Thank you, children.